What's up, everyone? I've landed in Ghent, Belgium, a city that's pure magic. Get ready for castles, cathedrals, cobblestone streets, and, of course, some serious food adventures. This isn't your average travel guide. We're keeping it high energy, easy to follow, and full of Belgian beats. I'm hitting the top 5 must-see spots and sharing what makes each one unforgettable. If you love history, stunning views, and food that'll make you dance, you're in the right place. So grab a snack and let's kick off this Ghent adventure. First stop, Gravenstein Castle, the legendary castle of the Counts. Rising above the heart of Ghent, this imposing fortress is impossible to miss. Its stone towers and thick walls have watched over the city for centuries, and today, they invite you to step into a world where history comes alive. This isn't a fairy tale, it's a real medieval stronghold, right in the city center. Surrounded by modern life, Gravenstein stands as a dramatic reminder of Ghent's turbulent past. The contrast between the ancient stone and the bustling city streets is striking, making it feel like you've stumbled onto a movie set. The castle's story began in the 12th century, when it was built by Count Philip of Alsace. Back then, it was a symbol of power and authority, designed to intimidate rivals and protect the city from invaders. Over the centuries, it's been a royal residence, a courthouse, and even a factory. These ancient walls have witnessed epic battles, political intrigue, and the daily lives of those who lived and worked here. Knights once patrolled these corridors, and the castle's dungeons held prisoners in dark, cramped cells. If these stones could talk, they'd have some wild stories to tell. Walking through the gates, you're instantly transported back in time. Think Game of Thrones, but with waffles and Belgian charm. The heavy wooden doors creak open, and suddenly you're in a world of moats, towers, and secret passageways. Every step echoes with the footsteps of those who came before. Inside, you'll find a museum packed with fascinating artifacts, gleaming swords, battered shields, and suits of armor that look like they belong to legendary knights. But it's not all chivalry and heroics. The castle's collection of medieval torture devices is both creepy and captivating, offering a glimpse into the darker side of history. Medieval life was no joke, justice was harsh, and power was everything. For families and curious minds, there are interactive exhibits that let you experience what life was like centuries ago. Try on a helmet, imagine yourself as a guard, or learn about the daily routines of the people who called this fortress home. The climb to the top is a workout. Narrow, winding staircases lead you higher and higher, past arrow slits and ancient graffiti. But the reward is absolutely worth it. From the rooftop, you're treated to a jaw-dropping 360-degree view of Ghent. Cathedrals rise above the rooftops, canals wind through the city, and you can spot the blend of medieval and modern architecture that makes Ghent so unique. It's a view that connects past and present in a single breathtaking moment. It's the perfect spot for epic photos, selfies, and just soaking in the atmosphere. Up here, you can almost hear the echoes of history carried on the wind. Standing on the roof, you really feel the power and drama of this place. The castle's silhouette against the sky is unforgettable, especially when the clouds roll in and the light changes. It's easy to imagine what it must have felt like to defend the city from this very spot. Gravenstein isn't just a pile of rocks, it's a living piece of history, buzzing with visitors from around the world. The courtyard is alive with laughter, curiosity, and the thrill of discovery. Every corner has a story, and every visitor adds a new chapter. Whether you're a history buff, a fan of epic views, or just looking for a unique adventure, put this castle at the very top of your Ghent bucket list. It's a place where the past feels present, and every visit is unforgettable. Ready for the next stop? Let's go! Ghent's adventures are just getting started. Next up, St. Babos Cathedral, a place that's not just a landmark, but a living piece of Ghent's soul. As you approach, the sheer scale of the cathedral is enough to make you stop in your tracks. It's a building that dominates the skyline, its spires reaching for the clouds, as if trying to touch the heavens themselves. If you thought the castle was epic, just wait. St. Babos is on a whole other level. The anticipation builds as you get closer, and you can feel the energy of centuries of history humming in the air. Wait until you see this Gothic masterpiece. The architecture is jaw-dropping, with pointed arches, flying buttresses, and those iconic spires that seem to defy gravity. Every inch of the exterior tells a story, from the weathered stones to the ornate details carved by master craftsmen hundreds of years ago. The exterior is a marvel, soaring towers, intricate carvings, and centuries-old stonework that stood the test of time. You can almost imagine the generations of artisans who poured their hearts into every detail, leaving behind a legacy in stone. Step inside and you're greeted by a hush that feels sacred. The ceilings soar above you, making you feel small in the best possible way. Sunlight pours through the stained glass windows, painting the stone floors with a kaleidoscope of colors. The air is cool and still, filled with the faint scent of old wood and candle wax. The main event? The Ghent altarpiece, the Adoration of the Mystic Lamb by the Van Eyck brothers. This isn't just a painting, it's a legend, a masterpiece that draws art lovers and curious travelers from all over the world. This legendary painting has survived theft, war, and centuries of history. It's been stolen, hidden, and recovered more than once, and every brushstroke has a story to tell. Seeing it in person is unforgettable. There's a sense of awe that washes over you as you stand before it, knowing you're in the presence of something truly historic. The colors, the detail, the drama, it's a true masterpiece. The panels are bursting with life, from the vibrant reds and greens to the delicate gold leaf. Every figure, every animal, every blade of grass is rendered with breathtaking precision. It's no wonder this work is considered one of the greatest achievements of the Northern Renaissance. But there's more. St. Babos is filled with treasures. Ornate sculptures line the walls, each one telling its own story. The Rococo pulpit is a swirling masterpiece of woodwork, and if you venture down into the crypt, you'll find yourself surrounded by the echoes of Ghent's earliest days. It's like stepping back in time, walking through centuries of faith, art, and community. St. Babos is the spiritual and cultural heart of the city, a place that's inspired awe for generations. Locals and visitors alike gather here, drawn by its beauty and its history. It's a place where the past and present meet, where every stone has a story to tell. You don't have to be religious or an art expert to be moved by this place. Whether you're here for the art, the architecture, or just a moment of peace, St. Babos welcomes everyone. It's a reminder that some places are bigger than any one person. They belong to all of us. Take a moment to sit, reflect, and let the beauty sink in. Let your mind wander, listen to the silence, and feel the weight of history all around you. Sometimes the most powerful experiences are the quietest ones. St. Babos is a must-visit. Art, history, and wonder all in one. It's a place that will stay with you long after you leave. A true highlight of Ghent that captures the spirit of the city in every stone and every story. Time to relax at Ghent's most iconic spot, Grazley and Corinley. These riverside streets are lined with stunning medieval guild halls and buzzing with life. Locals, students, and tourists all gather here to soak up the sun and the view. The reflections in the water are picture-perfect. This is Ghent's postcard moment. Once the city's medieval port, every building here tells a story. Grab a seat at a riverside cafe, order a Belgian beer or coffee, and watch the world go by. People watching here is next level. Tour boats, romantic strolls, and friends laughing everywhere. As the sun sets, the buildings glow and the whole place turns magical. Take a canal boat tour for a fresh perspective and some fun stories from the guides. Grazley and Corinley are where Ghent's history meets its vibrant present, a must for your visit. Now, let's wander into Patteraw, a hidden gem of narrow cobblestone streets and storybook houses. This is one of Ghent's oldest neighborhoods, and getting lost here is half the fun. Every alley reveals a new courtyard or a beautifully preserved medieval home. Pattera's history runs deep, from monks to tanners to today's trendy locals. By day, it's peaceful and charming. By night, it transforms into a foodie paradise. The area is packed with cozy restaurants serving everything from Belgian classics to global cuisine. I tried a traditional stoverie, beef slow-cooked in dark beer served with fries. Pure comfort food. The nightlife is all about intimate bars and brown cafes, perfect for a relaxed evening out. Patteraw is where you slow down, explore, and savor the details. Come with no plan, wander, and let your senses guide you to an unforgettable meal. For our final chapter, let's dive into Ghent's creative side, where street art and food markets come together to create an atmosphere that's truly unique. Ghent isn't just a city you visit, it's a city you experience with all your senses. Whether you're wandering down a mural-lined alley or sampling a local delicacy, there's always something new and exciting around every corner. Ghent is an open-air gallery, with legal street art zones and ever-changing murals. The city actively encourages artists to express themselves, turning blank walls into vibrant canvases. You'll find everything from abstract shapes to detailed portraits, each piece telling its own story and adding to the city's creative pulse. The most famous spot for this artistic explosion? Graffiti Street, an ever-evolving alleyway that's become a living, breathing work of art. Here, every inch of wall is covered in color, and every visit feels like stepping into a brand new gallery. Locals and tourists alike flock here, cameras in hand, to capture the latest masterpieces and leave their own mark. What's truly special is that Graffiti Street is never the same twice. Artists constantly layer new creations over the old, so the art is always evolving. You might see a fresh mural being painted right before your eyes, or discover a hidden gem peeking out from beneath layers of color. It's a place where creativity never stands still. But Ghent's street art scene isn't limited to just one alley. All across the city, huge murals pop up on unexpected corners and tucked away buildings. Grab a street art map from the tourist office and set off on your own urban treasure hunt. Each mural is a surprise, and the hunt itself is half the fun, perfect for art lovers and explorers alike. After soaking in all that creativity, you'll probably have worked up an appetite. Luckily, Ghent's food markets are just as lively and colorful as its art scene. Step inside and you'll be greeted by the mouth-watering aromas of local delicacies, the chatter of vendors, and the buzz of hungry visitors eager to try something new. At Dagmarkt, one of Ghent's most beloved squares, you'll find everything from artisan cheeses and fresh flowers to handmade crafts and, of course, an incredible variety of street food. The market is a social hub where locals gather to shop, snack, and catch up with friends. The energy here is infectious, and the food is unforgettable. No visit to Ghent is complete without indulging in a hot Belgian waffle. Watch as the batter sizzles on the iron, filling the air with a sweet, buttery aroma. The result? A waffle that's crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside, and perfect when topped with rich chocolate, whipped cream, or fresh fruit. It's a treat that brings out the kid in everyone. And don't forget to try Cubertins, Ghent's signature raspberry candies, known for their unique cone shape and gooey center. These little sweets are a local favorite, and you'll spot them at markets all over the city. And of course, you can't leave without sampling more Belgian fries, served piping hot with a wild variety of sauces. Whether you go classic with mayo or adventurous with spicy andalous, it's a must-try snack. This vibrant mix of bold art and delicious food perfectly captures Ghent's modern, playful spirit. It's a city that invites you to explore, taste, and create memories. Whether you're admiring a mural, sharing a snack with friends, or simply soaking up the good vibes all around, Ghent is a place where history and creativity go hand in hand. The city's rich past is always present, but it's the energy of its artists, chefs, and dreamers that makes it truly unforgettable. So come for the history, stay for the art and snacks, and leave with a heart full of inspiration. And that's a wrap on our Ghent adventure. We've explored castles, cathedrals, riversides, hidden streets, and tasted the best of Belgian food and art. Ghent is a city that blends old-world charm with modern energy. You have to see it to believe it. If this inspired you, hit like, drop a comment with your favorite spot, and subscribe for more adventures. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Your support means everything. Until next time, keep exploring and happy travels. Peace out!